So that is my intake plenum off my 97 Chevy 454. I'm replacing the intake manifold gasket on that, and decided to bring this in, clean it up. Looked really horrible. Still got some to do. Going to replace that gasket for that. The things that came off of there, that guy goes right there. I got the throttle body right there. Those bolts go on the back and the top. Got the gasket off. Wipe this off because it was cleaner than that. There. Luckily these little gaskets came off with those little metal doohickeys on there. I'm gonna clean the rest in there, clean out all that crap out of there. I cleaned that real good last night, and on the inside. Got in there somewhat. Let me turn the camera on. Yeah. Need to do a little more. Throttle cable bracket that I just can't get that stud to come loose to remove it so I can get up underneath it. And we're going with this gasket set up. Intake plenum, and then that intake manifold gasket. I went and got rid of the other one because it had cork gasket for the channel walls. Didn't want to run that on my engine. So I got its bolts up here. I'm gonna clean all these bolts. Bolts that built the mount the intake plenum to the intake manifold. I'm gonna clean them up, and then I'm gonna use anti-seize on pretty much all the bolts so they won't get locked up in the intake or the engine. Plus the anti-seize acts as a lubricant for the threads, so you can torque down without being any issue. And so I'll be getting another one of those gaskets there for the throttle body. And so hey, I'm gonna pause this video and then go out to the truck and pop the hood up and get what I've done on it already. So there's the rest. I only got the intake manifold to take out. I gotta first try to get this to top dead center before I take that distributor out. Because I want to make sure where the rotor is, so I could possibly hopefully mark it where it's at, and the position of the distributor itself, and then take it out and then work on getting the intake manifold out. And I still got that hose to take off. I did, luckily I got this out without it breaking off right here, so I'm doing away with this system altogether. I'm going to cut this off right here, get rid of this, and I'm going with this instead. Less likely to have to deal with it. I mean, literally, this has got like a small ass hole inside of it. Why Chevy thought of doing it that damn small is beyond me. But I don't like it. And to be honest, that's where this gasket is leaking. Right there. Right close to that. So, doing away with her. Gotta clean that up. I'm gonna do a lot of cleaning to the intake manifold after I get it out. And I'm thinking about painting it just so the aluminum doesn't get oxidated and all that crap. Had to tape this up because this black shit was just falling off and what's the word, deteriorating, and I didn't want any of this shit getting inside my intake manifold or in the engine. This is doing the same thing, falling apart. Didn't want that shit in my engine, so that's why there's green tape on those. I was hoping that this tape would stay, and it did. I put this on yesterday, and it looks like so far it's holding on there. I did have a rat's nest in the middle there, so I taped it up, cleaned all that crap out that I could get. See, just wire loom is falling apart. And I need to somehow get my big feet in here to try to get over the engine so I can get that intake manifold out somehow. And that damn thing was a bugger to get off. Literally. Not easy to get off at all. I was turning it, loosening it, and then it'll lock back up again, then I had to tighten it back up again and then loosen it, and I had to do it several times. It actually hurt the hell out of my arm just doing that. I can see my fuel line back there. Right there. So I can see the 3/4 and the 5/8 right there. So the fuel rail looks like it's in good condition. These aren't busted off. One, 3, 5, 7. So that's what's on those connectors. And it's weird because this is wired up differently. So this cylinder is number 2. So why is number 4 on number 2? Yeah, I'm not going to do anything on grizz today. It's going to get ready to rain here. I don't want no water in here. I am, however, going to put a new distributor cap on here. Down in there. I'm going to clean it a little more between the intake manifold and the head. Make sure there ain't no crap behind there or hiding down in there. Get my little direct drive fan blade in there. I put on there last year. The frame of that fan on both sides is painted black. That's black and silver and black pulley. I did have to use a block up here before I took the intake plenum off. Had to use a block on top of here to help loosen this out. So that really worked out great. Because I did have my wrenches down here and I heard a pop and a little bit of gray dust come up. But I was afraid I busted something, but I don't think I busted anything. No, once I push that line out of that holder thing, I'm gonna try to get that wiring harness tied up somehow to get it out of my damn way, so I can monkey around with that distributor. That wiring harness is by far the biggest pain in the butt. Having to try to work around it. Yeah, I tried to get somebody to do this for me because I was worried about the timing, about getting it, not getting it off. Timing. Just couldn't find anybody I can trust to do it, so I'm just going to do it myself. This is the first time I've ever done an intake manifold gasket on this type of engine. So I'm not bumbling into it. I'm doing it slow, so I make sure I don't screw anything else or screw anything over, which I doubt I will, but I'm very careful what I'm doing or what I do. Get a new distributor cap, rotor cap. I'm going to check my distributor gear, make sure it's not worn out. If it's not worn out, I'll reuse it. Get rid of these spark plug wires later on, of course. I got to figure out the firing order on this so I can freely take these wires off without getting anything screwed up. PB Blaster works really good, getting a lot of this crap loosened up. It's my radiator hose. I did take my thermostat housing off. I cleaned it up, painted it black, just because it looked really hideous when I cleaned it up. Aluminum oxidation is not good. It's reusable, it's just I didn't want it to look ugly when I put it back on. So I'll pause this video and then take you back inside and have you look at that thermostat housing and the alternator that's going back on here after it's done. Wanted to put this on video. So there's the block I use for on the valve cover to loosen that EGR valve thing. And that's my coil. So let's light that on the back of the intake plenum. I took it all the way off because I didn't want it to get damaged in any way. So it's in here protected. And then there's my air filter, mass airflow sensor, and the top half there. Okay, so now head it in. There's the thermostat housing. I flat sanded that to make sure everything was smooth and wasn't no rough areas. Still reusable. And I'm thinking it goes on just like that because this tips slightly from the base. So I have back in the window. And then the alternator for my truck after it gets done goes back on. I got everything tightened up on that. The nuts torqued on there. I put a little bit of blue thread lock on it to help make sure the nut does not turn out. I doubt it will because it's torqued, but still. And then I put the cover on, and I put a little blue thread lock on those little bolts that hold that cone cover on, so it doesn't work itself loose over time. So those wrenches are not cheap. Brand new $88 wrenches from Napa. That back up. So I was thinking about painting this plenum with this just to keep this from oxidizing. Put a little bit of this on there first, then put that universal silver metallic on. I just got more cleaning to do to this. Still some dirt there. I'll clean the inside out. Do the same through the intake manifold, maybe paint it too. I don't know. So I guess that'll do it for this video. Peace.